So it's already in preparing mode. 1 minute, we'll start.
Okay. So shall I share my screen?
I'll tell you.
Okay. No
Let me
problem.
introduce the speaker, then we should.
Okay.
Yes.
Actually, I am not familiar with this kind of things. Okay.
Hmm.
So this is my
Yes.
first
Yes.
lecture. Thank you.
So okay. So hello everyone. Good morning. Sorry, it's good afternoon already. We have decided the talk in the afternoon. So let me welcome you all to my YouTube channel, Gopal Mathematica. And today we have an interesting person with us. And today the speaker who is with us is an enthusiastic researcher and a well-known mathematician from Kolkata. And he's a wonderful human, first of all. And he's trying to make mathematics more popular among the student community by his teaching. He's presently working as an assistant professor at Ramakrishna Mission Vivekananda Centenary College, Kolkata. And he is also a very active member of a math training program in several capacities, uh, which is well known as the MTTS program, which is a national training program. And without any delay, let's welcome and listen to the talk by this wonderful person, Dr. Bikash Chakraborty. And thank you, sir, for coming to my channel. And before you start, let me uh, thank you for accepting my sincere invitation for this wonderful talk that you have decided. So now over to you. You can share the screen and you can start your talk. Thank you, Professor Vikas.
Okay. Thank you, Gopal, for inviting me to talk something on your channel. And thank you to all of the uh, viewers of your channels. Okay. So today I plan to talk on infinity in an informal way. Today's talk is totally in an informal way. I mean, there is a less things on mathematics. Basically, we'll talk like I am telling a story. In that fashion, I will share with the audience that what is infinity actually. See, there is different kinds of way to define infinity. I am telling the concept of infinity in one of them that way. Okay. So the basic idea behind my lecture is that Hilbert's Hotel problem. Okay. So I am sharing my screen.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Please wait. I think I have to give you the yes. Let me make you the co-host as well, so that.
Of course.
Yes, now you can proceed.
Okay. So I think my screen is visible.
Yes, completely visible.
Yeah. So. Okay. So, before introducing what is Hilbert Hodel problem, I will talk little about piano's axioms. Actually, this talk starts with the definition of a set of natural numbers. We know what is natural numbers from our birth because when a child born, after some days or some months, he knows how to count. I mean, he know that there is a one sun, one moon, or we have two hands, or we have 10 fingers in two hands. So, in other words, that child has one father, one mother. So when a child born, he or she has the idea that about the countability. Okay, so this is the reason why that natural numbers are called God-gifted number. Actually, Koneker, Koneker said that natural numbers is a God-gifted number. God made the natural numbers. Because we are familiar with that natural numbers, or in other words, countable numbers from our birth. Okay. But in mathematics, when we introduce some idea or concept, we need some logic or concrete mathematical background of that idea. So piano is the first person who first gave some axiomatic definition of natural numbers. So I start with piano's axioms. So I think we all are familiar with the definitions of sets. Okay. So first, I take one non-empty set. Say this is a non-empty set. I take one set and I denote that set by this symbol. Okay, this is nothing but a symbol. So first, piano assume that this set is non-empty. First, we assume that this set is non-empty, right? So what do we mean by that thing that this is set? The meaning is that then piano state another in, you know, what happened? Okay, if I take any element n from the set, piano stated that for every element n, there is another element, and it denote that element by n dash. If I take one n, that axiom stated that okay, and this element is called in piano's terms successor. Okay, so for every n, there is exactly one n dash. So if in set theoretic notion, this statement has a meaning. What is that? That means there is a map if from this set to this set. Huh? Gopal?
Yes, brother.
Hello. Is there any problem?
No, it's okay.
Okay. So this statement has a particular meaning. That this statement actually gives a definition of a function. That for every n, we have a function n that gives this n dash. Okay. So actually, if the set is non-empty and if there is a existence that this set has more than one elements. Okay. And if we see after introducing some binary operations in this set, say if there is some binary operation, then this function basically the well-known definition for this function is actually f of n equal to n plus 1. I mean that is the index. We will talk about this later. Okay. And then piano stated that what about 1? Is there any element? Any element say m in the question? Is a question. Is there any element m for which that m dash equal to 1? That means, is there any element whose successor is 1? The answer is no. That means 1 is the first element. There is no element, previous element. Okay. That means in there is no successor of 1. So in set theoretic notion, okay.
Hello. I think there is some connectivity issue.
Yeah, there's some network issue.
Yeah.
Okay. And the fourth,
Uh, yes, hello.
hello.
Yes, because your screen is actually not visible. Can you please share it once again?
Yeah, just a minute. Just a minute. Now is it visible, Gopal? Hello? Is it
Yes,
visible?
yes, now it's visible.
Okay. So what I said that let us take a set, say non-empty set, and I denote this set by n. Since this set is non-empty, so there is some element. I take one element from that set and call that element as 1. Okay, this is the first axiom. The second axiom is that if I take any element from n, for that element, there must exist another element is inside that set. And that, so this axiom basically gives me a definition of a set. So we can set using this axiom A from n to n. Okay, that is the second axiom. And what is the third axiom? Third axiom is that there is no element inside the set whose successor is 1. That means this map is not surjective. So those three are the axioms. And the fourth one is that if I take two elements, say m and n from n, so for this m, I can find a successor inside this set. And for this n, I can find another successor. Okay. So if these two successors are same, then this axiom stated that the elements m and n are same. So what is the meaning of that state? That axiom? That means this map A is basically injective map. Okay. So basically, Piano's assumes that if we take a non-empty set, and if we can, and then there is a function f from that set to set, not surjective but injective. So this map basically gives the definition for natural numbers according to Piano. How that axiom works? If we define a binary operation on this set by in comma this by this, then then we define this map by this. Okay. So what we get in symbolically that one goes to 2, 2 goes to 3, 3 goes to 4 goes to 5, and so on. Okay, and you see that one has the element whose successor is in this set. So this is the construction of set of natural numbers. And another axiom in Piano's axiom, I just state that That is, if I take any non-empty set, which is subset of our previously taken set, and if this set contains one element, one property, that if one element is there, then its successor must be there. If this property holds, then this set must be equal to set of natural numbers. And you know, this is known as principle of mathematical induction. So all these five are the Ingenious axioms which us to construct set of natural numbers. From this discussion, may I pose a question? What is the biggest natural number? This is a question to the audience. What is the biggest natural number? Huh? Just a minute. Bolo. So my question, bolo. So from Ingenious axiom, I pose the question that what is natural number? So say what should be the answer? What should be the answer? What is the biggest natural number? Say someone said that, say this is the biggest natural number. Someone replied that this number is the biggest natural number. Then another person may say that this number has a successor. So this number has a successor. This number inside set of natural numbers. So if I give you a natural number n, then easily I can construct one natural number by adding 1. Okay. So the conclusion is that there is no biggest natural number. So conclusion is that there is no biggest natural number. Okay. So we can't say that this is the biggest natural number. Okay. So this idea helps us to understand Hilbert's hotel problem. Okay. So now I shared a photo with you. Just a minute. Just I draw this figure. Just a minute. Insert a কোথায় just a minute. I am sharing on photo on picture with you. Just a minute. Insert yeah. Is it visible this spot? So look this. Look at this figure. So this is an imaginary figure. This is a building. That building has no ending. Okay, you see that this building has no ending. There are many floors. Okay. There are many floors, and we assume that in the first floor there is exactly one room. In the second floor there is another room. That means in there is one room. And now what is the number of floors? We don't know. Okay. So this building is called Hilbert's Infinite Hotel. Let me explain the hotel. So this hotel, David Hilbert, okay. So the so David Hilbert in 1924 introduced this problem. What is the problem? He considered it an imaginary hotel. He considered an imaginary hotel, and that hotel has many rooms. Okay, which hotel has many rooms? We have a defined meaning of this word many. That has many rooms. In previous picture, I have shown you that that is a long building and contains many floors. Each floor there is exactly one room, like that. So I draw. So this is the floor 1. This is the floor 2. This is floor 3, and then floor 4, and so on. And each floor, I assume that there is exactly one room. So this is a hotel, and this imaginary hotel, Hilbert's hotel. Okay. So now you may ask me that what do you mean this word meaning? What is the meaning of this word? Or in other words, how many rooms are there? How many rooms are there? We don't answer this question mathematically. Better we answer this question in other words, that just you count the rooms. Okay, you thought to count the rooms. Then what will happen? There is always next room. You can find, if you are inside a room, then you can find the next room, but not the last room. That means in that hotel, if you are inside some room, then you can find the. This is the meaning for this word many. I think you understand this word many. Okay. Okay. Suppose that you are the boy of the hotel. Okay, and the manager asked you to do a job. What is that job? He gave you some stickers with these numbers. The first sticker have the number 1, the second one has the number 2, and then next sticker has the number 3, and so on. The manager gave you this kind of stickers and asked us that put these stickers to the door of every room. Okay, so this is the job. So you go to the room 1 and put the sticker in room 1 door, and then you go to the room 2 and put the sticker, this stickers 2 to the room 2's door, and then you go to the room 3 and put this sticker to room 3's door. Okay. So my question is that can you complete your task? So see that hotel has many rooms. Many means you can always find the next room, but not the last room. So whenever you in room 3, then you have room 4, but you don't know what is the last room. Okay. So when you are inside room number N, then you know about the room number N+1. So when you finish the job, I mean, when you put the sticker on nth room, then you know that you have to go to the room number N+1 and you have to put the sticker on N+1th room. Okay, but you see that this process will continue. This process will never end, right? So the answer of this question, can you complete your job? The answer is no. This answer is no. You will never finish your job. So this is the structure of the hotel. Okay, so this is the structure. This is the structure of the hotel. So I think you understand that what is Hilbert Hotel. If anyone has any question about Hilbert's Hotel, you may ask me the question. Okay, so I assume that you people understand what is Hilbert's Hotel. This is a imaginary hotel. That hotel contains many rooms. Here many means there is always next room, but no last room. What is the last room? There is no that kind of room. Okay, that is a Hilbert Hotel. So someday, all the rooms of that hotel is occupied. I mean that many rooms are occupied. Someday the manager found that all the rooms, I never use that term all, the manager found that many rooms of that hotel is occupied. Okay, and suddenly one people came to that hotel. Some people came that hotel and asked that manager that please arrange some room. I will stay here for one night. See, that is a big problem. All the rooms of that hotel is occupied, and someone came for staying there. Now, what the manager will do is a big question, big problem. What is the problem? Many rooms of the hotel are occupied, and one more people came for staying there. That means there is no vacancy. There is no vacancy. All rooms are occupied, but someone came. But the manager, but Hilbert, the owner of the hotel, is Hilbert, and he always instructed that manager that you never say no to someone. You always try to manage rooms if someone came. That is the instruction of Hilbert. So manager thought, what should I do? And after thinking something, he managed somehow, and he applied some trick. So see, this is the rooms. This is the room 1. This is the room 2. This is the room 3. Room 4. This is the nth room. This is the n plus 1th room. This is the n plus 2th rooms, and so on. And every room there is a guest, and one more guest is there. One more guest is there. Okay. And okay. So what a manager will do? Manager apply one trick. What is that? Manager asks the people guest in room 1. He asks that request these people who is in room 1 to shift in room 2. Okay. And then he requests the guest inside who is inside room 2 to shift in room 3. And then who is in room 3, the manager asks him to go to the room 4. And then who is in room 4, he is asked to go to room 5. Who is in room N, he is asked to move in the room with number n plus 1. Who is in room n plus 1, he is asked to move in the room with the number n plus 2, and so on. See, in Hilbert's hotel, there is always next room. On a room. So in this way, all the people who are already inside the hotel got rooms. Okay, but this room, room 1, now this room will become vacant. This room will become vacant. Okay, and that manager shift the new guest to this room 1. See that before coming new guests, rooms are occupied, but that manager somehow managed to accommodate one more people. And now you will see that in this way, if someone more will come in this hotel, then so now if I ask you that how this question, how many people are there? So this answer, we can answer this question with our usual natural numbers by our counting numbers. We answer this question by a symbol. This symbol is denoted by this side, this one. Okay. So we say, I call this by infinity. We say there are infinity numbers of people inside the hotel. And you see that after when one more people come in the hotel, the manager is able to accommodate that people. So from this incident, you understand that this is a symbol with this property, that if I add 1 with this symbol, you get the same symbol. So it is a very interesting thing. This will not happen in natural set of natural numbers. Okay, but with this symbol, these things happens. Okay, and similarly, if one more people will come, then by same trick, manager can accommodate him. So again, we can write that this. So this is the interesting fact about this symbol. Okay. So now the question is how to realize about this. What is about this symbol? So you know that all real numbers can be represented by points on a line. If I consider a line and the set of all real numbers, then there is a one-on-one corresponding between the set R and this real line. Okay. Now you think that you are traveling along a road. This is a road along this road. Okay. And this is a road, and you are traveling along this road. and assume that this road is endless road. This road is endless, and you are standing here. Now, if you look at this side along this road, what you will see? You will see that this road will converge to a point. This road will converge to a point, right? That things happens when you are in a railway track. You see that two track will meet after some distance. Same thing happens when you are in a road. Okay, and if you look at that another side of the road, what will you see? You see that same thing will happen. That the road will converge to a point again, on a point. Okay, so now my question is, can you, if this road is endless road, then can you reach this point? The answer is no, because when you travel some distance, then that point will go away from you. Okay, that means if you are here and point, so what is the distance? What is the distance between you and that point? Or in other words, can you touch this point? The answer is no, because if you travel along this side, this road, and this point go far from you. So, and same thing happens if you look at behind. Here you can find another point, right? And you just assume one thing, that the road is endless, right? So if you consider this road as your real line, if you consider this real line, then you have 2 points. This point and say here another point, these 2 points. See, these 2 points are 2 imaginary. Basically, this point doesn't exist, because if you go in some more path, this point will go. This point doesn't exist on the road. These 2 points, that is, you can see these 2 points, but that doesn't exist. So this kind of these 2 points, and basically, if you are traveling along a road, there is exactly 2 points like this. Okay, so these 2 points are considered as plus infinity and minus infinity when we are studying real. Okay, so in real line, that points is called plus infinity and then minus infinity, right? So one thing is that these 2 points never exist. What is the meaning of that points? That this is this meaning of this infinity means this symbol is greater than any real number. Okay, and again, meaning of this symbol is this symbol is less than any. As infinity is something boundless.
Yes, hello. Bikash sir, your connection is weak, I think. The video is paused now. We cannot hear you. Bikash sir, can you hear me? So there is a connectivity issue from the other end of the speaker. So let us wait for some time. Uh, I hope we will be back because we are in the middle of the talk. So we shall wait for some time. So as we're talking about the approach of infinity and how Hilbert was trying to explain what is infinity by infinity hotel experiment. Okay. So we can always think of a very big number, uh, and whatever big you think, but still there is a successor of that number. That means there is always a larger number. So the way he started the experiment was like, uh, he has a hotel, and the number of uh, the number of rooms are actually filled, but still he can accommodate more guests. Okay, still he can accommodate more guests by saying to the first guest to move to the second room, and similarly the second guest to move into the third room. In this way, okay. The same thing is, you can see that in doing this process, we will come to an endless accommodation. So this is what Hilbert's experiment is. And more technically, Dr. Bikash was explaining this thing. Uh, so let us wait for him for a few minutes. I think he will be coming back. Okay. Let me wait for some time, and I request all of the viewers to wait for some time. Yes, so I spoke to the speaker, Dr. Vikas Chakraborty. He is just coming shortly due to some connectivity issue. He is disconnected. So um, yesterday, I hope you all have heard the news about the collide of the train Coromandel Express. We all are really saddened by the news because a lot of people have lost their lives, and a lot of people are really worried about their families, those who were traveling the train. Really a very sad moment for all the viewers, all the people who are connected with the train. I just pray for them. Hope
Sorry,
they will-
actually,
Yes,
hello,
yes,
hello.
yes, Vikas, yes.
Actually, my network has gone. Some,
No, no problem, no problem. It
okay,
happens sometimes. Yes. Please proceed with your talk.
yeah. Just a minute. I'm not able to share my screen.
Okay, sure, sure. So I was talking about that accident about Coromandel Express that was caused a lot of casualties. A lot of people got hurt. Uh, yes, yes, Dada, I did it. Your co-host now. Yes,
Am I audible?
yes, yes, yes. You're audible.
Okay. So, what I said that uh, we make a corresponding between set of real numbers and a line. We know this. Okay. And now then I say that if you are traveling a road along a road which is endless road, then if you see if you look at the road from the left side, what you see that road will converge to a point. And same thing happened if you look at that. Okay, So if you consider this road as a your tail line, then these 2 points are called plus infinity and minus infinity. Okay, and you see that you never reach this point or that point. That means these 2 points never exist. Okay, so that plus infinity and minus infinity is not a real number. This is kind of symbols. The meaning of these symbols is informally something boundless or endless or bigger than any real number or natural number. And similarly, minus infinity is something which is less than any real number or natural number. So that is the informal idea of plus infinity and minus infinity. Now I back to the Hilbert's problem again. So again I back to the Hilbert's problem. So what happened that someday all the rooms are occupied. Someday all the rooms are occupied by guests. Now we know what is the meaning of this all. So we can say that this number of people, this is an notion, this number of guests are there now, there in Hilbert's hotel. Okay. Now what happened that some more people came. Some more people came to Hilbert's hotel for stay. And that manager found this, how many people came. And manager found that the number of new guests is same as the number of guests are already in the hotel. That means in the hotel there are infinity many people, and for staying more infinity many people. Okay. So now what the manager will do? Can the manager accommodate the newcomers? The question. Will the manager accommodate the newcomers? This is the question. So, but manager somehow manage this problem. What is he did? He made another trick. What he did? See, all the rooms are occupied. This is the room 1, room 2, this is the room 3, room 4, the room 5, the 8th room. All the rooms are occupied by guests. Now he requests all the guests that please shift your room with instruction. He requests the guest of the room 1 to shift room 2. Okay. And then he requests the guest inside the room 2 to go to the room 4. And then guest of room 3 is shifted to room 6. So that means the guest in room 1 will go to room 2, guest inside room 2 will go to room 4, then guest inside room 3 will go inside room 6, and similarly the guest who is in the next room, he will go to the room number 2. Okay, and so on. So now you see that all the guests, if we apply this process, then all the guests who is already inside the hotel they get new rooms. Okay. So no people who is inside the room get no room. That things not happen. Okay. But the thing is that the manager will get many vacant rooms. Okay. So if I ask how many rooms are there, how many rooms are there which are vacant? This is the question. You see the room with this number 1, 3, then 5, then 7. These rooms are now became vacant. Okay. And then manager asks all the newcomers to stand in a queue, and he asks the first people in the queue to go. The first people, the people one to go inside the room 1. Then he asks the new people 2 to go inside room 3. Then the third people to go inside room 5. So these are the newcomers, right? So the first people will go inside room 1, the second people will go inside room 3, the third people go inside room 5, fourth people go inside room 7, and the eighth people go inside room number -1, and so on. Okay, so you see that manager somehow managed to accommodate the infinite number of people who came after no vacancy. Okay, so from these calculations, we make some observations. The first observation is that the number of natural numbers, this set, some set this same as you see this same as number of even integers, right? And again, you see that the numbers of integers, natural numbers, is same as the number of whole numbers. So this is another observation. This is same as like this. So we can conclude that there are same numbers of natural numbers as same numbers of even numbers and same numbers of odd numbers. Okay. And one thing you can conclude that from this that in the beginning there are infinitely many people, and after that again infinitely many more people will come, and manager somehow accommodate them in the same hotel. So there are infinitely many people, and then infinitely many more people will come, and manager somehow accommodate them. So we can conclude that this symbol has this property that infinity plus infinity equal to infinity. Okay. And now, just to summarize the observation, this symbol has, we have seen that this symbol has this property. Okay. Now we do some algebra. We do some meaningless algebra. This is not meaningless algebra. I said this is meaningless because there's some reason. So you see that infinity plus 1 equal to infinity. If I take this one, this side, what I get? Infinity equal to infinity minus infinity. And the same thing here, if I take these two here, what I get? Infinity equal to infinity minus 2, like that. Okay. But now my question is that if I take this infinity here, what will happen? Infinity minus infinity equal to infinity. This is my question. This thing will happen? The answer is no. Because you see, from this, This is, mind you, this is not mathematical logic. This is kind of fictitious logic. Okay. If you take this infinity to this side, what you get? 1 equal to infinity minus infinity. Again, if you take this infinity this side, what you get? 2 equal to infinity minus infinity. This is fictitious. This is imaginary calculations. Fine. Imaginary. Again, if you take this infinity inside, what you get? Infinity equal to infinity minus infinity. So you have seen that infinity minus infinity may be 1, infinity minus infinity may be 2, infinity minus infinity may be infinity. So our conclusion is that this thing cannot be determined. Cannot be determined. So what we have seen from Miller's model, we get some idea about what is the infinity, the number 1. Then we see that if we add something, then we do infinity, we get infinity. And similarly, if we add infinity with infinity, we get infinity, but we never conclude about infinity minus infinity. So this is all about your total problem. Your total problem actually helps us to understand infinity. Okay. So now I just conclude my talk. Okay. So any question? Hello.
Yes,
Any
because
question?
no, I think there are no questions because the talk was very smooth and very understandable. So we all enjoyed listening to this talk. Let me check once again that is there any questions?
Any question? Actually, I am not hearing you clearly. I have some problem in the problem.
Yes, yes. Good. So Bikash, can you hear me?
Any question? Gopal, I'm not able to hear you because we have some network issue going on. You may write the question like this.
Okay, let me. I'm writing in chat box.
I have those. If you have any queries, you can ask those. It's not be discussed after the talk.
I think there are no
Actually,
questions.
in my department, there is some problem with the work.
Okay. Okay.
Wait.
Yes, yes. Hello. Can you hear me?
I'm not. You may send your question. If there is any point in my WhatsApp, then I can contact that question. Otherwise, I put one question. After that, I will stop.
There is no question.
Anyway, I asked one question to the viewers that. Okay. So just I asked one question to the viewers that we are talking about real infinity. I mean plus infinity and minus infinity. So people who know about complex plane. So my question is, what is the idea? What is the idea of infinity in complex plane? This is my question to the viewers. Okay. So if there is no question, then I will stop. Okay.
So,
Okay.
because I think there are no questions. Thank you so much. Yes.
Hello. Actually, Gopal, I'm sorry that in my department, I don't know why the network is too weak. Because some people wrote in the chat that they are not able to get it.
It's okay. Maybe it happens. I think today it's a holiday for you. Maybe for that reason,
and still that's the that's we wanted to
Can you hear me now? Because
anyway, hello.
yes, can you hear me now?
Yes, am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, audible, but your voice is a little bit cracking actually.
Yeah, but your voice is coming brokenly.
Okay, so thank you for this wonderful day that you took some time.
Still, I'm not hearing you, Gopal. Sorry.
No, no, it's okay. It's
Still,
okay.
I have to stop this. Otherwise, people will be bored with this extra.
Yes. So no problem. We can yes, we can invite you for one more interesting talk into the channel so that viewers will enjoy. So I extend a very heartily thanks to you for gracing your presence and giving this wonderful talk. Infinity has been always special for which people talk on. And thanks for the indigenous explanation of infinity. Okay. So thanks for being so kind and accepting our invitation and coming to the channel. So, so, so thank you, Vikasa, once again. Once again, thank you so much for coming to the channel. So even for the viewers, I would say that Vikasa is writing a lot of articles, wonderful articles, which I have seen. And you must see his book, which is upcoming very soon, which contain a um, uh, lot of paradoxes, which he will discuss in his upcoming book, which is I heard it from yes. Let me Vikas sir. Yes, is it audible now? Because
hello.
yes, is it audible now?
Yeah, it is audible now. Actually, I connected it from my mobile. I don't know why the departmental network is not working today.
Maybe there is some connectivity issue in the department, I think. Okay, so once again, I will like to repeat my thanks to you. I extend a very heartily thanks to you for gracing your presence and giving this wonderful talk. Infinity has always been special for all of us. And thanks for giving this indigenous explanation on Hilbert's Hotel, the Infinity Hotel. So I really thank you so much for this explanation of infinity, and also those wonderful questions that you have been asking to the viewers. And I wish you come to the channel for one more wonderful talk in upcoming days whenever you are free. And for the viewers, I would say that Dr. Vikas is writing wonderful textbook, which is coming very soon, as he shared this thing with me, like the paradoxes which are there in mathematics, is writing those and explaining those in his way to the learners. So I think you all will enjoy, and we all are waiting for his wonderful book, which is very soon going to come. I wish all the best for your book, which you're going to, which you're writing in process. And thank you, Vikas, for coming to the channel. Thank you. And I wish you all the best for your all the students, those who are connected to you. I know you're very doing very well with their studies and their mathematics. You have been doing very well for popularizing mathematics to the students in West Bengal. I can see your work, and I appreciate, and all of the teachers who are connected to. I think they all will appreciate the work that you are doing. Thank you so much once again. I uh, that's all. That's all from my side.
Okay, okay.
If you
Okay,
have
okay.
anything to share with the students or the final words that you would like to say to the students, it's most welcome.
One thing I advise all of the students that please go through some books. And nowadays people, most of the students don't like to read books. So you may buy some books. Actually, many books are available in internet. You may download them and go through books. Then your concept will increase. Okay, that's all. And one thing is that there are many platforms. One biggest platform is MTTS, and another platform is ATM schools. So you people may join the programs organized by MTTS and ATM schools. So that will help you to know how the modern mathematics is going on.
Exactly. So you have been part of MTTS from very long time. That
Yeah,
we
just a
all
minute.
know.
One people, just a minute, Gopal. One people comment that if about complex infinity, that yeah, complex infinity has some real or imaginary part. No, complex infinity has no real or imaginary part. And one thing is that there is exactly one infinity. I mean, there is no concept of plus infinity or minus infinity in complex plane. Okay, so and complex infinity can be seen. You can see in complex infinity like that. But just you consider that you are in a boat on a sea. Okay, just consider that you are on a boat on a sea. Then you look at the sea, you can see that the sky meets at the sea in a in a circular line. Okay, that line has a name, that is horizon. You know that name, horizon. So that horizon is the idea of complex infinity. You know that there is exactly one horizon, but when you are going through a road, you can see two endpoints. So in real line, there are idea of two infinity. One is plus infinity, another is minus infinity. But in complex case, see, complex plane is a, you can think that the complex plane is a sea, like the plane of an ocean. Okay, so when you are sitting on a ocean, it is same thing that you are a point in a plane. Okay, so you see that ocean meets the sky at a infinite at a circle, in a circle with infinite radius. That circle is called horizon, and that horizon gives the idea of complex infinity. Okay, and complex infinity can be visualized. There is a mathematical tool named as stereographic projection. Okay, so that circle with infinite radius gives you one point, one symbol, not point, or a symbol. That symbol is denoted by complex infinity. So there is no imaginary infinity or real infinity. Actually, there is an idea of one infinity in complex plane. Okay, so you may go through that book of Gamelin. So in that first chapter of Gamelin, you can get the idea of complex infinity. Okay, so I think you get your answer.
Yes, thank you so much for answering to the queries by the viewers as well. And Dr. Vikas, I would request you once again that you should come once again in the channel with some interesting one more talk. And as your book is going to release very soon, I want you to see in my channel again. This is my request that please
Yeah.
take out some
Yeah.
time.
After
Okay.
after reading that book, I will send you one copy, and
Sure,
after
sure,
that, if possible, I will
sure.
come to your channel.
Yes, yes. So that
Yeah.
more of the viewers will know about the book, and as they
Yeah.
will
Yeah.
be loving the book when they read it. Yes.
Yeah. Sure. Sure.
Okay. So once again, I thank you for accepting my invitation and coming and giving this talk. Thank you, Professor Bikash.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Yeah. Yeah.